everybody, my name is The Blown Tire, otherwise known as Will, and today I'm bringing you my question and answer video. So as I promised on my 50 subscriber video, link to the top, link on the screen to the video, I will be doing a question and answer video, and you guys put some great questions in the comments below on that video, and I said I was going to answer them in good detail, so yes, I am going to answer them in good detail right now. So the first question I have is from Red Zebra 97, and he asks, what is my favourite shape? And that is quite a random question from a random individual. Yes, I know who he is, so just don't think I'm calling everyone random, because I do usually. I'll just say someone's random for no apparent reason, but I digress. Back to the question, which is, what is your favourite shape? And well, I don't have a favourite shape, but I have shapes which I like for certain reasons. So to start off, for a square, squares, who doesn't like a square? It's symmetrical on every corner. So if you take one from each, there's loads of different points of symmetry. It's quite sturdy, and yeah, triangles, just cool shapes. They're hipster. They're not 360 degrees. They're 180 degrees. Hipster, yeah. Triangle, if you don't know, has 3 angles which add up to 180. I digress. More maths nerd. Maths is coming out of me as I speak. And as you can see, and as you probably know, I'm a nerd. Big, massive nerd. So I will actually have to say square for just the cool shape. But as you guys know, I'm into cars. So I decided to, so I thought I'd lecture you into what my favourite shape of car is. And that is the, I don't know what it is, but I like any shapes with some sort of smooth curves as well. Even though a square doesn't, it's quite pointy at edges. I like having like cars which are smooth curves and everything, so that, but I digress. I like squares, triangles and curvy shapes, like a circle. Curvy shape usually works. But yes, thank you ever so much for the great question, Red Zebra 97. I really didn't enjoy answering that. It was a really strange one, but let's move on. The next question is from Alex Jones, and he asked the question, would you be showing your face or getting a face cam for your videos? And I thought about this, and I may show my face in the future. I don't know how, maybe a picture or something like that. I may do a vlog, I'm not too sure. It depends my confidence, and also whether I think it'd suit the appropriate topic I'm talking about. Because obviously I like trying to make sure that my video suits the correct topic and things like that. So I'm going to leave that until I actually think about it later on. And getting a face cam, well, maybe. It depends, because at the moment I use a laptop and that has an inbuilt webcam, and that's actually quite difficult to use, like face cam, because of the way I usually record and I don't have my laptop nearby sometimes, so there may be, it is sometimes difficult to actually do that. So at the end of the day, I'll try and come up with an idea of somehow I can implement me, a bit more of me, like my face, into a video, but time will tell, and I'll see if I can pluck up the confidence to actually show my face, because I'm not what you'd call the best looking, so to speak. So yeah, thank you ever so much for the great question, Alex. I really appreciated that question. And the third question today is from Heybay, and he asked the question, what made you start YouTube? And I first of all started YouTube round about a year ago, if you haven't looked back at my previous YouTube videos. And I've sort of got into it because I had some great moments, like really cool moments in games, and I thought, hang on, this is really cool, I'm doing really well at all this, and I'm getting some really cool clips, there's some funny glitches, oh, I'm getting these nice kill streaks. I first of all started on Call of Duty, and well, yeah, I've transitioned to the dark side, and now getting it actually allows me to record little cool things which have happened, and it's just something nice and different for me as a person, just experiment with it. It's just nice having a capture card, because you have, if you get a nice kill streak, you, instead of just saying, oh, I've got an 8 kill streak to your friends, you could actually have physical proof of that 8 kill streak or whatever. I know 8 kill streak isn't much, but just take it like that and do whatever you want. But before that, my brother got me first of all into the online gaming community, sort of a couple of years before, and I really started like watching White Boy 7th Street, because he had sort of that charisma, a bit more flair to him. He just sort of excited, he came up with some funny jokes and that. I thought, hang on, this is quite cool. So I looked around and I found other commentators like Chuggy, linked to his channel, White Boy 7th Street again, linked to his channel, Woody's Gamer Tag, linked to his channel, things like that. I started looking at them and just sort of building up and understanding what the gaming community is about, and getting a capture card around about 4 months ago actually helps me to sort of portray me as a person as well. It's helped me gain confidence. So that wasn't the intention about starting YouTube, but it was just to share good moments in game and just express nice fun things which happen, as I've just said again. Yep, so thank you ever so much, Hey Bay, that was a great question. And moving swiftly on to my fourth question, and Neon Tiger asks, what is your best support loadout? Why is it that? What map would I run it on, and what situation would you use it in? So I really have two good support loadouts, and both of them involve the support only weapons. So the first one is more of an aggressive style, and that is using the RPK 74M. That is the assault rifle, no, the LMG version, beg your pardon, of the AK-74M. I like using it with the Cobra, the foregrip and the heavy barrel, due to the fact it has high side-to-side recoil and high vertical recoil. Those two attachments counter that out, but also decrease it at range. But since using it in an attacking manner, you can push up to the enemy, and range really doesn't matter, even though you probably will use the gun at range. So, but whatever attachments you pick depend on the map and everything. So that is why, what map would I run it on? I'd run it on any sort of close quarters map, not the close quarters game mode or map packs, but some sort of infantry based map. So you're looking at Metro, CN, or Cyan, I forgot how you say it, Bazaar, and then maybe even Caspian, Damavand. It really just depends. Vehicles, they're sort of vanilla maps, and then it works perfectly on Aftermath maps, because there's a lot of streets, and especially with engineers and everything, if you can chuck down an ammo pack, you'll get loads of points. More points mean prizes. Well, not prizes really, but I digress even more. And my second loadout is using the, as you may have seen in the 56 versus MVP defense round, I use the M240B with a bipod, and that worked extremely well. And yes, you may say, hang on, that's just being an ultimate noob, or it doesn't take any skill. Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious it doesn't take any skill. But did I get kills with it? Yes. Do I deserve praise? Yes. I used a holographic bipod and then whatever attachment you want at the end. I forgot what I used with the end attachment, but I'll digress. What map would I run it in? Any map which requires some sort of suppressive defensive fire. What situation would I run it in? The same sort of suppressive defensive sort of role. But thank you for that great question, Neon Tiger, I really appreciate it. And the final two questions I have are both from Seth Pierce, and he asks, what is your favourite vehicle, and what is your favourite gun for each class, and what classes for what maps do you use? So first of all, I'm going to start off with my favourite vehicle, the first question, and I'm going to take that as Battlefield, but I'm also going to explain what my favourite vehicle is in real life, due to the fact I have a real life. So my favourite vehicle in the game is got to be the LAV 25. It's, even though I haven't got the most kills with it, I just like how it can be adapted. It can be adaptive, so it can do amphibious assaults. It can do suppressive fire. It can take out vehicles and destroy buildings, take out infantry. It can do all that, and it can carry troops up to 6 people, including the driver and the LMG or the heavy machine gunner, things like that. So they're a good. That's a good thing. And my favourite vehicle in real life has got to be I really do like the MP4 12C McLaren. It is absolutely beautiful. It's British made. I'm a massive support of British products because I'm patriotic, quite patriotic. And second question is, what is your favourite gun for each class, and what classes for what maps do you use? So I've already covered the support class in the previous question, so I'm not going to include that. Assault class, I have the M416 and the M16A4, G3A3 and KH2002. All great weapons in their own right, have their own little perks, and their advantages outweigh the disadvantages, so that's why they're my favourite gun. You may be wondering, well, why no M16A3? It's newbie, doesn't require any skill, and even though I have got sort of 400 kills with it, I don't really like the gun. It's just a good gun, but I really don't like it. But yeah, that's just like random. Engineer, I go the M4A1, the Scar H, the A91, and the MTAR. They're a selection of weapons. You have the slowest firing gun in the engineer class, and then you have the fastest. Why? Different guns suit different scenarios, but they're both incredibly good. Scar H is incredibly powerful. It's more powerful than all of the carbines. The other 3 have the same damage models. Good in close range, good in medium range. M4A1 good in long range. MTOP rips people like coleslaw and shreds them out. Don't know why about coleslaw. It makes more sense if it was pork. Moving on to the recon, I like using the L96 because it's British. M40A5 because it's quite powerful. Well, it's not powerful, but it's just a nice rifle. The M98B because it's the most powerful rifle in the game. And I'll have to say, if I'm going to be brutally honest, the SKS because it's good. It can do close range as well if you want to play a bit more of an aggressive recon without using a bolt action. The pistols, I would go for the Magnum and the M1911 Tactical. Too good. M1911, it's okay, but until you put the Tactical on to blind an enemy, perfect. Magnum, just bloody damn powerful, can nut your bloody head off and send you into next week. The shotguns, I will have to go Spaz 12 slug rounds, and that's about it in the shotgun category. And the PDW category, UMP, because it's outstandingly powerful. PP2000 because it's just a nice weapon to use, has a good magazine if you put on extended mags, 41 rounds, and that's about it. What maps do I use them on? Whatever I damn want, whenever I want, and whatever I feel in the mood. So yeah, thank you all for the great questions. I hope you enjoyed this live commentary. Well, not live commentary, I beg your pardon. Question and answer video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, it's appreciated. If you want to see any more of these, put them down in the comments below. Any more questions, happy to get back to you some other time. If you have any types of videos you want me to do, put down in the comments below. If you want any games to be covered, I may try and do like a let's play series. I don't know, however, so I'll sort of make that up as I go along. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching the whole video, and I'll see you next time out on the battlefield.